Chosen one, listen closely. What's about to happen in your life is going to shock the very people who doubted you. This rise isn't ordinary. God has been preparing you in silence, shaping you through every pain, every delay, every lonely night. And now, He's saying, your rise begins. The version of you that's about to emerge will surprise your family, your friends, and even you. They never expected you to stand this tall. But God always knew who you were becoming. This is not just a rise. This is a divine elevation that will rewrite your story forever. So don't look away. This message found you for a reason. Before we go deeper, do 3 things to align with this divine shift. Like this video, comment, "Thank you God for lifting me," and send your signal to the universe by subscribing to the channel. Your rise will come from the same places where you were ignored. Chosen one, the most unexpected part of your journey is that your rise won't happen in some faraway place. It won't happen hidden or silently. It will happen right in front of the same people who once ignored you, doubted you, or treated you like you didn't matter. Life has a strange way of turning things around, and God often chooses the most surprising settings to reveal your elevation. The rooms where you once felt small, the conversations where no one took you seriously, and the moments where your voice didn't carry any weight, those exact places will become the stage of your breakthrough. The people who never bothered to ask how you were doing will suddenly see your progress so clearly that they won't be able to look away. Think about how many times you were left out, overlooked, or treated like your dreams were unrealistic. You kept showing up quietly, doing the work, learning, growing, and healing, even when no one was clapping for you. Your silence was not weakness, it was preparation. God was shaping you, building your character, sharpening your vision, and protecting your spirit. While others were busy judging you, God was busy elevating you. And now, the same people who once made you feel invisible will be forced to see the version of you they never believed you could become. Your rise will feel powerful because it will come from a place inside you that no one understood. They only saw your mistakes, not your growth. They only saw your struggles, not your progress. They only saw your setbacks, not your courage. They didn't know how many nights you cried, how many times you started over, or how many moments you felt like giving up but held on anyway. What they couldn't see was the strength God was building within you. That strength is now showing on the outside, and it is impossible to ignore. When your elevation begins, you won't have to announce anything. Your results will speak louder than any explanation. Your glow will speak louder than any argument. Your transformation will speak louder than any doubt that was ever thrown at you. People will notice the shift even if you don't say a word. They will ask themselves, how did this happen? But deep inside, you will know. It happened because God decided it was time. This rise isn't about proving anything to anyone. It's not about revenge or showing off. It's about stepping into the life you were always meant to live. It's about finally becoming the person you've been quietly working on for years. Those who ignored you before will now respect you, not because you demanded it, but because your growth earned it. God saw everything, and now He's turning every moment of your past into a part of your testimony. The place that once made you feel small will now witness your greatness. The same ground where you were overlooked will now celebrate your rise. This is your moment, and it's happening right where your doubts once lived. Your growth will be faster than anyone expected. Chosen one, you know better than anyone how long you waited for things to move. There were years where life felt completely frozen. You kept trying, but nothing opened. You kept praying, but nothing shifted. It felt like time itself was working against you. Every plan got delayed, every opportunity slipped away, and every dream seemed stuck in the same place. You watched other people move forward while you remained in the same cycle, wondering if anything would ever change for you. But what you didn't realize were the things God was aligning behind the scenes. The silence wasn't punishment, it was preparation. And this is why your rise will feel unbelievably fast. Because when God decides now, everything that once moved slowly suddenly begins to speed up. The same life that crawled for years begins to run. You'll notice small changes first, a new idea popping into your mind, a sudden sense of clarity, a peace that wasn't there before. Then the bigger things start happening. Unexpected calls, surprising opportunities, people reaching out, new paths opening that you didn't even know existed. Everything begins to connect in ways that don't make sense logically, but spiritually, it feels right. The people around you, especially your family, will be shocked by this shift. They're used to the old version of you, the one who tried hard but didn't see results, the one who struggled silently, the one who was always waiting for someday. They never expected your breakthrough to come this fast. They never imagined that the quiet seasons you lived through were building something powerful inside you. So when this sudden acceleration begins, they will look at your life and wonder, when did all this start happening? They won't understand that this speed is not ordinary. It is divine timing finally unfolding. This rapid change happens because God is making up for lost time. All the years you spent stuck, He compresses them into moments of blessing. All the doors that were closed earlier will now open at once. All the delays will turn into direction. All the confusion will turn into clarity. Opportunities that once seemed impossible will now fit effortlessly into your path. And the most beautiful part is that you won't have to force anything. Things will flow naturally. What once required struggle will now require only alignment. You will feel this shift inside you before it appears outside you. There will be a new energy, a new confidence, a new pace in your steps. Your motivation will rise without effort. Ideas will come easily. Creativity will return. You will attract new connections and new chances simply by being in the right spiritual frequency. This speed will remind you that God never forgot you. He was simply waiting for the perfect moment. This is your divine season of movement. The time you thought you lost is coming back multiplied, and the fast growth you're about to experience will be the clearest sign that God Himself has stepped into your story. This is not luck. This is not coincidence. This is God saying, your time is now. God is clearing away people who blocked your blessings. Chosen one of the most misunderstood parts of your journey is this: not everyone who stood beside you was meant to stay with you. Some people in your family and close circle couldn't support your dreams because they simply couldn't see what God placed inside you. They judged you based on your present, not knowing the future God was preparing for you. They measured you by your struggles, not realizing the strength God was building within you. And because they couldn't understand your calling, they couldn't walk with you into your destiny. Now, as God begins to elevate you, He is cleaning your path. This process is not always easy, because sometimes it means stepping away from people you love, respect, or grew up with. But God knows something you don't. Everyone's heart is not pure. Some people who smiled at you carried hidden jealousy. Some who praised you wished secretly that you wouldn't rise. Some who acted like they cared were quietly competing with you, and a few even pretended to pray for you while hoping you would fail. God saw what you couldn't see, and now He's removing them one by one. At first, this removal may feel painful. You might feel confused when certain family members or close connections start pulling away, behaving differently, or suddenly becoming distant. You may even wonder if you did something wrong. But the truth is, God is protecting you. He is separating you from people whose intentions were never aligned with your destiny. He is removing anyone who would block your blessings, distract your spirit, or try to dim your progress. Their distance is not rejection, it's divine protection. You'll notice subtle shifts. People who once demanded your attention will become quieter. Those who once tried to control your decisions will lose their influence. Those who once drained your energy will fade out naturally. God is not asking you to cut them off. He is doing the work Himself. He is exposing their true colors in ways you can't ignore anymore. A comment here, an action there, a small betrayal, an unexpected truth. God uses these moments to show you people's real hearts. This cleansing is necessary because your rise requires a circle that supports your calling, not suffocates it. You are stepping into a season where your energy, focus, and peace matter more than ever. God cannot pour blessings into your life if the wrong people are standing around you, ready to misuse, drain, or sabotage what He gives you. So He clears the space before He fills it. With every person God removes, He makes room for someone new. People who speak life into you, who celebrate your wins, who want to see you rise without jealousy, who pray for your growth, not your downfall. These new connections will uplift you, guide you, and help you step confidently into the life God is preparing for you. You are becoming emotionally strong in ways your family never expected. Chosen one, your family thinks they know you because they witnessed your hardest seasons. They saw the tears you tried to hide, the pressure you carried quietly, the moments when life broke you down piece by piece. They saw you at your lowest, confused, exhausted, overwhelmed. They remember the version of you who struggled to stay strong, who reacted quickly, who carried hurt so deeply that even small things triggered you. But what they didn't see was what God was doing inside you when no one was paying attention. In silence, God was rebuilding you from the inside out. While people thought you were falling apart, God was putting you back together in a better, stronger, more powerful form. You were not losing yourself. You were shedding an old layer. You were not weak. You were being reshaped. And now, that new version of you is emerging slowly, quietly, but unmistakably. Your emotional strength today is not loud. It doesn't need to be. It's the kind of strength that shows up in your calmness. You no longer react the way you used to. Things that would once send you into stress or anger now barely shake you. You've learned to breathe, think, and respond instead of reacting out of hurt. This is growth, the kind of growth that no one expected, especially your family. They remember the emotional version of you who carried wounds, who took things personally, who was sensitive because life had been heavy on your shoulders. But now they're seeing a steady version of you, someone who thinks before speaking, someone who doesn't let negativity get inside, someone who can feel pain but not be controlled by it. And this transformation, this emotional upgrade, is going to shock them more than any career success or financial rise you ever achieve. Your peace is becoming a superpower. You're learning that silence is not weakness, it is wisdom. You're choosing your battles carefully. You're not explaining yourself to everyone. You're not trying to be understood by people who are committed to misunderstanding you. You've learned that protecting your energy is more important than pleasing people. This shift didn't happen overnight. It took heartbreaks, sleepless nights, self-reflection, and God's constant guidance. You've also learned to let go. You're not holding grudges like before. You're not carrying old stories. You're allowing healing to flow in places where pain used to live. And this healing has made you unrecognizable in the best way possible. Your family may not have noticed the spiritual battles you fought, but now they will see the strength you earned. This emotional transformation is the foundation of your rise. God needed to strengthen your heart before He elevated your life. Because blessings without emotional strength can become burdens. But now you are ready, stable, grounded, calm, and clear. And the most beautiful part is this: the new you doesn't need to prove anything. Your peace proves everything. Your family saw your breakdown, but they will witness your breakthrough. And the strength you carry now will surprise every single one of them. The blessings coming will not make sense to others. Chosen one, the blessings that are coming your way will confuse people because they won't fit the usual pattern of success. Most people rise step by step, slowly, with support and resources. But your rise will be different. It will happen in such an unexpected, unexplainable way that people will struggle to understand how everything changed for you so quickly. They will look at your past, your struggles, your challenges, and your lack of support, and they will wonder how someone with your background reached a level that even people with more help couldn't reach. Your story won't follow the normal route. Your blessings won't come from the places people expected. They won't come through the people who tried to look important in your life. Instead, your rise will come from divine connections, surprising opportunities, and sudden shifts that no one saw coming. People will ask questions, not because they're curious, but because they genuinely won't be able to comprehend how everything opened for you all at once. They will whisper, "How did they manage this? Where did they get this chance? Who helped them?" But deep inside, you'll know the truth. It wasn't anyone else. It was God. Some people around you believe success only comes through certain paths: good contacts, money, education, or privilege. They think life follows rules. But when God decides to bless someone, all those rules break. Your rise won't match any formula. It won't match your environment or your family history. In fact, some of your blessings will come from places you've never even imagined or prayed about. God will open doors you didn't knock on and lead you to rooms you didn't know existed. This is why people won't understand. They will try to analyze your success, compare your journey, or connect dots that simply don't connect. But your transformation won't make sense logically because it didn't come from logic. It came from grace. It came from the moments when you kept going even when you were tired. It came from the nights when you cried but still didn't quit. It came from the faith you held on to even when life was silent. God saw all of it, and now He is rewarding you in a way that will shock everyone who doubted you. Your blessings will also challenge people's assumptions about you. They may still think of you as the same person you used to be, the one who struggled, the one who wasn't ready, the one who didn't have enough. But God is about to show them a version of you that they never expected to see. A version that is confident, favored, and aligned. A version that is walking into a destiny that was always waiting for you. Remember, not everyone will celebrate your rise. Some will feel uncomfortable because your blessings will reveal what they didn't see in you. Others will try to find explanations because the truth that God chose you is hard for them to accept. But you don't need approval. You don't need them to understand. You only need to keep moving forward with gratitude, because when God blesses you, no one can stop it, and no one can explain it. It will simply happen, beautifully, powerfully, and undeniably. Your purpose is about to speak louder than your pain. Chosen one. Every heavy moment you carried, every silent battle you fought, and every night you lay awake, wondering why life felt so hard. None of it was meaningless. At the time, it felt like suffering. It felt unfair. It felt like you were walking through storms without anyone truly understanding what you were going through. But now, as your spirit rises, you're beginning to see something deeper. All that pain was shaping a powerful purpose inside you, a purpose that is finally ready to speak. There were moments when you wondered why your journey looked so different from everyone else's, why you faced hardships that others didn't, why you felt emotions so deeply, why you experienced losses, betrayals, disappointments, and delays. It wasn't because you were weak. It was because God was preparing you for something bigger than an ordinary life. Pain was the tool He used to sharpen your vision, awaken your compassion, strengthen your character, and deepen your wisdom. Your suffering became the soil where your purpose was planted. While others saw only your tears, God saw your transformation. While others thought you were breaking, God knew you were building. Every time you got up after being knocked down, every time you kept going when everything felt impossible, every time you chose faith over fear, your purpose grew stronger. People around you never understood what made you different. They couldn't see why life didn't let you take the easy route. But soon, your purpose will reveal everything they couldn't see. Your purpose will rise in such a powerful way that it will finally make sense why your path was so difficult. The qualities you have today, your patience, your empathy, your intuition, your resilience, your ability to read people, your strength to survive storms, all came from those painful seasons. Without the weight you carried, you wouldn't have the depth you have now. Without the loneliness you endured, you wouldn't have the clarity you carry now. Your pain wasn't destroying you, it was developing you. And now, that purpose is ready to speak. Not through big speeches or dramatic moments, but through your actions, your growth, your confidence, and your transformation. Your family will see it. The same people who once questioned you, misunderstood you, or underestimated you will witness something new in you. A strength that wasn't there before, a glow that can't be hidden, a direction that can't be shaken. They will finally understand why you were different all along. Your purpose will speak in your success, but even more than that, it will speak in your peace. It will show in the way you handle challenges. It will show in the way you treat others. It will show in the way you rise, not with pride, but with grace. Pain tried to silence you, but God is making your purpose louder. The financial shift coming will be impossible to ignore. Chosen one, the financial shift that's coming your way will be one of the clearest signs that your season has changed. For a long time, you lived through financial pressure that nobody truly understood. You had dreams bigger than your bank balance, ideas larger than your income, and responsibilities that felt heavier than your resources. You stretched every rupee, every dollar, every bit of energy just to keep moving. And even when you stayed strong on the outside, inside, you often questioned when life would finally ease up. But God saw every struggle, every sacrifice, Every night you hoped for a breakthrough. And now, that breakthrough is finally approaching your life. This shift won't be slow or uncertain. It will be noticeable. You will start seeing small signs. First, unexpected opportunities, a sudden financial opening, a new idea that takes off, or a path you never considered before. Money that once slipped away will start staying with you. Work that once drained you will begin to reward you. You'll find yourself making smarter decisions because your mindset has grown stronger. This isn't luck, it's alignment. God is positioning you for stability and abundance. Your financial rise will surprise the people around you, especially those who saw you struggle. There were times when your family worried about you. They wondered if you would ever settle, if you would find your footing, if life would ever get easier for you. They saw the challenges, but they never saw the seeds you were planting behind the scenes. They didn't know the ideas you were nurturing, the risks you took, the self-control you practiced, or the faith that kept you going even when your situation didn't match your effort. Now, when this shift begins, those same family members who once felt pity will start feeling admiration. They will see a version of you they never expected. Someone stable, confident, and financially wise. Someone who no longer depends on others, but stands strong on their own. Someone who makes decisions not from fear, but from clarity. Without loudly announcing anything, you will become a source of inspiration. Your stability will give your family comfort. Your success will give them hope. Your wisdom will guide them. And the best part? You won't even need to explain how it happened. Your blessings will speak louder than your words. People will see the glow of peace on your face, the confidence in your choices, and the strength in your stability. They will wonder how everything changed so quickly, but you'll know it wasn't just your effort. It was God's timing. This financial rise is also coming because your heart has changed. You're no longer reckless with your energy or your money. You've learned discipline. You've learned patience. You've learned how to build instead of just survive. These lessons were necessary because big blessings require a strong foundation. And now, you have it. You are about to break generational patterns. Chosen one. One of the biggest reasons your journey felt so heavy is because you were never carrying only your own struggles. You were carrying the weight of what came before you. The fears your parents lived with, the limitations your grandparents accepted, the emotional wounds that were passed down silently through generations. All of it reached you. You felt burdens that didn't fully belong to you, but God allowed you to feel them because you were chosen to end them. You weren't born to repeat the same cycles. You were born to break them. Your family may not understand why your path looks different from theirs. They might think you're too sensitive, too emotional, too ambitious, or too different. But the truth is, you were designed that way for a reason. You see things they couldn't see. You question patterns they accepted. You refuse to settle where they got stuck. You want healing where they normalized pain. You dream beyond what they believed was possible. This is not rebellion. This is divine purpose. The anxiety that has followed your family for years, the financial instability that never seemed to leave, the emotional wounds nobody wanted to talk about, all of that stops with you. God chose you to be the one who breaks cycles of fear, silence, and limitation. And that's why your journey felt harder. Healers always carry heavier battles. You faced storms that others avoided. You confronted truths that others ignored. You did inner work that no one else was willing to do. But now, your rise is coming. And when it happens, it will not just elevate you, It will shift your entire bloodline. Your success will bring healing. Your peace will bring balance. Your strength will bring hope. The choices you make today will create a new foundation for the generations coming after you. Your children, your siblings, your future family members will walk in blessings because you broke the chains that held everyone down. People in your family may be surprised by your transformation, but they won't know the spiritual battles you fought in silence. They won't fully understand how many times you chose healing over hurt, patience over anger, boundaries over chaos. They won't know how many nights you cried, how many prayers you whispered, or how many times you walked away from old patterns so you could protect your future. But God saw every step, and He is now rewarding you for being the one brave enough to change the story. Your rise will shock your family, not because they doubted you, but because they never expected someone from their lineage to break so many walls. They never imagined someone could lift the family name higher, open new doors, or heal old wounds. But you, chosen one, you were destined for this. You're not just rising for yourself, you're rising for everyone who came before you and everyone who will come after you. This is why your journey took time. Breaking generational patterns requires patience, strength, and a heart that refuses to surrender. But you did it. And now, the shift is here. Your life will become proof that the cycle can be rewritten. The curse can be broken, and the future can be transformed. You are the breaker, the changer, the chosen one. And your rise is about to change everything. Your confidence will become the biggest surprise of all. Chosen one. The greatest transformation you're stepping into isn't just about success, money, or opportunities. It's about who you are becoming on the inside. Your confidence is growing in a way that people around you never expected. For so long, your family saw you uncertain, doubting yourself, second-guessing your decisions, and carrying the opinions of others like a heavy weight. They saw a version of you who tried to please everyone, who stayed quiet to avoid conflict, who hid their brilliance to stay safe. But that version of you no longer exists. God has been doing a deep work inside you, building a confidence that doesn't come from ego, but from awareness. Awareness of who you are, awareness of your worth, awareness of what you deserve. This confidence isn't loud or arrogant. It's calm, grounded, and steady. It's the kind that shows in your silence, in your decisions, in your boundaries, in your walk. You don't need to prove anything. You don't need to argue. You don't need validation. Your spirit now carries a strength that speaks for you. Your family will be more shocked by this new inner peace than by any achievement you gain. They were used to seeing you emotional, confused, or stressed. Now they will see you responding instead of reacting, choosing peace over drama, walking away instead of forcing things, focusing on your growth instead of explaining your choices. This shift will make them pause. They will look at you and wonder, what happened? Where did this strength come from? It came from God. When God lifts you, the first thing He upgrades is your inner world. Your confidence is no longer shaky because it's no longer built on people's opinions. It's built on clarity, healing, and purpose. You've stopped letting fear run your life. You've learned to trust yourself. You've learned to trust God's timing. You've learned that silence is powerful and that not every battle deserves your energy. This emotional maturity will be one of the biggest signs of your rise. Your glow will also change. Not the glow from makeup, clothes, or appearance, but from peace. A glow that comes when you finally let go of the past, when you stop carrying old guilt, when you forgive yourself, when you understand your value. People will feel this glow before they even see it. Your energy will be lighter. Your presence will feel stronger. You will enter a room quietly, but the room will still notice. And the beautiful thing is, you won't have to announce any of it. You won't have to tell people you've changed. You won't have to convince anyone to respect you. Your spirit will do the talking. Your actions will confirm your growth. Your boundaries will show your worth. Your peace will reveal how far you've come. This confidence is not accidental. It's divine. It's the result of battles you overcame, tears you wiped alone, prayers you whispered when no one knew, and strength you built in silence. You are becoming someone your old self would look up to, and that version of you, calm, wise, focused, and grounded, will be the greatest surprise of all.